Support for your public radio station comes from our members and from Artisan Works, an art-filled warehouse of galleries located in the North Winton neighborhood, from wood carvings and classic cars to photography and sculpture. More at artisanworks.net.
From WXXI News, this is Connections. I'm Evan Dawson. Well, our connection this hour is with an annual list of words or phrases. If you're a longtime listener of this show, you know that at the end of the calendar year, we like to explore some of the new words and phrases that have been added to official dictionaries in the past year. We're talking Cambridge, the Oxford English Dictionary, dictionary.com, and a few more. Unless you're part of Gen Alpha, you might think we're delulu. But language evolves, and so will we on this program, so settle in for some inspa this hour and take our annual new words quiz to see how you do. Maybe you'll think it's 6, 7. I don't even really know what that means still. Or maybe you'll think it's fire and you'll do really, really well and you'll end up with main character energy. So I'd like to welcome our guest this hour. Linda Sue Park is in the studio. Author Linda Sue Park, multi-time champion. Thank you for being in the studio. How are you?
Delighted to be here.
Yeah, I feel a lot of inspa. But do people say that, Chris Fanning? You're shaking your head.
I don't think they say it like that.
Okay.
Inspo?
Inspa? I've got inspa. Inspo?
Inspa.
I've heard. Like inspirational? Inspo?
Yeah,
inspa is what's being used now.
Correct.
How'd that vowel change come around?
I feel like you should be the final editor, Amanda Chestnut, of every one of these dictionaries who are trying to expand. Because I feel like you'd hold them to the fire.
I feel like there's a lot of professionals already involved in that.
Probably so. Amanda probably has won in the past, although who knows? It's kind of like whose line is it anyway? We kind of keep score. Curator, author, educator, welcome back to you.
Thank you so much for having me.
And Chris Fanning always has main character energy as the deputy director of Writers and Books. You said that like it's an insult. Is that an insult?
It can be.
Yeah, I think it sounds a little
like
self-important.
Oh.
Yeah, so sometimes main character energy is cool, but only when you're a celebrity. It's if you've got main character energy and you're an everyday guy,
you're
hogging
doing
the
too spotlight.
Oh, okay.
You're doing too much.
What I've heard, I hadn't heard main character energy. I've heard main character syndrome, which is like you always make everything about yourself. So, okay. Mm-hmm. So no main character energy for Chris.
I
would like to amend the record. Not on purpose. I'd like to amend the record. Dictionary.com's word of the year is 6-7. It's the word of the year. Like, why? This is going to be going... Come on, Amanda. This is going to be ephemeral, right? This is going to vanish in the wind, right?
Oh, it's my time to shine. So to understand 6-7 Ohio Skibbity Toilet...
Here we go.
You also have to have an understanding of post-World War I Dadaism.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Post-World War I.
Dadaism.
Okay.
So if you look at Dada, particularly performance art, but also visual art, Dadaism arose as being anti-fascist because it is inherently dependent on destroying and moving away from cultural and societal norms. And fascism specifically hinges on a group cultural understanding of having the same goals. So when you look at things like Italian Futurism, which arose in the same era as Dadaism, it was very much about building a very specific identity and was really very much embraced by fascism. So when you look at contemporary Italian Futurism, that's mostly done with AI art, with AI models trained on fascist information, this art also develops in having fascist-leaning tendencies. So we have this emergence of these two very popular, very parallel, sometimes Venn diagram overlapping art forms in language and visual art, memes, basically, that parallels the emergence of Dadaism and Futurism in the 1920s. So this absurdism is really a movement away from the social structures that have put in place the capacity for fascism.
That's what I was going to say. But, okay, that's amazing because I think what you're saying as your student is obviously the kids who I heard all summer saying 6-7 and giggling weren't thinking about Italian futurism, but they were thinking about something disruptive,
Yes.
As a way of this in-joke for this generation
Yes.
was a way of sort of breaking the perfectly uniform social order.
Correct. Absolutely correct. The sillier, the better. Because
So it didn't have to have a
also,
meaning.
It doesn't. It's very specific. The
I
point
spent
is
months
to not
wondering what the
have-
meaning was.
No, the point is to not have a meaning. And the closer you get to no meaning, the better you are doing at Dadaism.
Now, having said all that, we can kill it how?
Say it ourselves.
By
and
the
I
older
say
the person.
I say ourselves as an adult in the room. This
a-
is
yeah.
this is one for the parents, the grandparents, the teachers. When we start to use that language, it is much less silly. It takes the fun out of the game.
It takes fun out of the game.
But
So-
also that means the language will continue to evolve.
Right. And so can I ask all three of you before we start the quiz, and we're going to do the quiz here in a moment, and it's going to be lovely. And it's going to be great. And listeners, you can take the quiz right along with us. But shouldn't the word of the year be something that should be durable? Because I feel like 6-7, to your point, is going to vanish. And then years from now, people are going to look at the word of the year and go, what?
I think that word of the year, including liminal years, is something that happens. I still use the word nothing burger, but it is much less prominent than it was when we did our first. Wasn't Nothing Burger on the first show?
think
Like
so.
how many years
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The word of the year is a historical marker. It doesn't have to be something that lasts into perpetuity. It's, I think, better something that reflects the current cultural milieu.
What do you think, Linda Sue?
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say that it depends on a word of the year could have a couple, depends on who's doing the picking, right? It could be something that you think is going to endure and will mark our time in that way, or it could be something that's ephemeral, almost not on purpose, but you know what I mean. It's that it's just meant to mark this year. So 6-7 definitely does that, right? It's not 2024. And
Absolutely.
it's probably not going to be 2026.
Yeah.
It's definitely
bet.
a marker of the year 2025.
Okay. You good with that, Chris Fanning?
Yeah, I echo all of this. I think, last year was Goblin Mode, I think was what we were, the word of the year, maybe. And it's got an element of nostalgia to it, right? Like you think of these words and you think of the year and how they were used and who was using it. And then you move forward and something else takes its place.
Then you're officially an old when you keep using it and it's no longer in vogue.
And old. I love that.
What we should do for next year is go back and we'll do a double quiz next year. At the end of 2026, the panel's coming back. We'll do the 2026 words, but then we're going to go back to whatever the first year we did this, like 10 years ago.
Yes.
Easily.
And we're going to just
Yeah.
re-rack those exact words and phrases and see if anybody still knows or uses
Oh,
them.
that's not fair. They're so much younger than I am.
But you're so cool. You're so cool.
So cool.
Linda Sue is very, very cool. Okay, so let's go ahead here. Can we get started with the quiz? Can we jump to that?
Are there going to be sound effects?
I think so. There we go. I don't know if we're paying for the rights to this music, but please nobody sue us. Here we go. Let me take you back to December 1994 in Geneva, New York. 8-year-old Chris Fanning walks into his family's kitchen. His parents, his brothers, his aunts, uncle, and cousins are all there, chowing down on pizza. Chris scours every box, hoping to find a lovely cheese pizza just for him. But all he can find are the hated sausage, mushroom, and pepperoni pizzas. Chris thinks those are A, gut pop, B, skibbity, C, blep, D, a false hit. What do you think they are, Chris?
I think blep.
C, blep.
C, blep.
Incidentally, as we continue, some of these words might have also blended over to last year because some of the dictionaries will add them, and then their competitors will add them over time. So these have to have been added by at least one major dictionary this year. Chris says blep. Amanda.
Could you go through the choices again, please?
Gut pop, skibbity, blep, and a false hit.
I'm going to go with Skibbity.
Okay. Linda Sue.
I guess blep. It's onomatopoetic.
Blep is a case of an animal with its tongue sticking partway out.
Well, no, just a second. That could be Chris.
To be fair, that might actually fit here because skibbity, which is the correct answer, is a word that could have different meanings such as cool or bad,
Yeah.
or can be used with no real meaning as a joke. That's from the Cambridge Dictionary's definition. Comes from the viral Skibbity Toilet YouTube series where a man's singing head pops out of a toilet, as you all know. So, okay. Is that how you would use Skibbity, by the way? Would you use Skibbity?
I
Would you
would
use
not
Skibbity?
use Skibbity. I am not in the proper demographic for using Skibbity, and I'm okay with that.
Linda Sue, is Skibbity likely to be part of the title of your next book?
Oh, well, it wasn't, but I'll think about it.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. I see that's one that I think is going away sometime soon too, but I could be wrong here. All right, second question. Here we go. Follow at home. Play along with the quiz. Chris learns that his brother ate all his pizza. In a rampage, he pushes him. The two scuffle, causing food and drinks to spill everywhere, including on his family's plane tickets for their trip to Paris the next morning. Chris's mom, the lovely Karen Fanning, sends Chris to the attic, telling Chris that he is A, goaded, B, going to air jail, C, well fired, D, cooked. All right, Linda Sue, you don't get to cheat off Amanda this time, or Chris, so you have to start.
I need them again.
Goaded, going to air jail, well fired, or cooked.
Going with air jail.
Air jail. Okay, Amanda Chestnut.
Cooked.
Cooked. Chris?
I'm going with cooked, but air jail is one of my favorite words of the year, I will say.
All right, Cambridge Dictionary definition of air jail, a noun, the activity of lifting a pet animal, usually a dog, into the air and holding them there for a short time to stop or prevent bad behavior.
I would love to see your mother send you to air jail.
Once again, that might have been
Yes.
the correct answer. Linda Sue might be 0 for 2, but I think you can make a case for 2 for 2. The answer is cooked. 2 out of 3, guys. There you go. It's an adjective. Merriam-Webster says it's having... Well, hold on a second. What does it mean, Chris Fanning? What do you think Merriam-Webster defines cooked as?
To me, you're cooked. You're done. It's over. You're in timeout. You've maxed out.
But that's old.
Everything
Yeah,
old is
I
new.
feel-
Your goose is cooked.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think the goose is cooked as a full phrase. Cooked on its own is what's probably used very often. I hear that a lot, don't you?
I hear both cooked and fried, and I think that both of these are. I think that fried is probably longer.
Fried, I thought fried meant like exhausted.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how I would.
I didn't
Yeah.
sleep last night. I'm really fried.
Yeah, my brain is fried. I've been working.
Yeah.
I've been staring
Yeah.
at a screen too long.
yeah.
Cooked, Merriam-Webster says, having achieved a state of failure, being doomed. So something that's cooked is, it's over. It's got no
Bleak.
chance. It's done.
Thanks, Marie Calendar.
All right, here we go. Question number 3. Chris lies in bed, wishing his family would disappear.
Never.
And when he wakes up the next morning, he realizes they have. Everyone is gone. At first, Chris thinks he's Delulu, but he soon realizes it's true. Chris runs around the house, jumps on beds while eating popcorn, takes a shower, and applies some aftershave, leading to a painful scream. No problem. He thinks it's just A, eggflation, B, naked quitting, C, shadow ban, D, burnt toast theory. Amanda Chestnut has to start with this one.
Oh,
Thank God.
dang, that one's hard. Give them to me again. This one's a hard one.
Eggflation, naked quitting, shadow ban, burnt toast theory.
I have no idea on this one, and that is rare. I'm going with naked quitting.
Okay, Chris Fanning.
I'm going to go with burnt toast theory.
Okay, Linda Sue.
Burnt toast. I think I have some idea of the others, and I've never heard of that one.
Okay, naked quitting is not right. Naked quitting is a noun, leaving a job without having another job to go to, from Cambridge Dictionary. Okay. Burnt toast theory is correct. Now, you went straight to burnt toast theory, but why? What do you think burnt toast theory is?
I
Chris Fanning?
have no idea.
You were just guessing.
Yeah,
Linda
I
Sue,
knew what
do you have a
naked
thought?
quitting was, so I could take that out. But
Do you have a thought, Linda Sue?
Well, burnt toast is not good, right?
it's cooked.
Very nice.
See, I would have thought it had something to do with having a stroke or something.
Yes.
Like brain failure.
burnt toast theory, according to Cambridge, the idea that a minor inconvenience, like burning your toast in the morning, might actually be preventing something worse happening later in the day.
Oh.
Chris,
Wait,
you're looking at this,
what?
Chris, like you've never heard of that.
No.
No,
That's
never
like a
heard.
whole life
Really?
philosophy.
Yeah. Never heard that.
Yeah.
No.
Amanda's usually the
No.
grounding rod that like knows, is at least aware of all of this.
No, that totally off my register.
What is eggflation, by the way?
How the price of eggs
Yeah,
goes up constantly.
significant increase in the price of eggs, normally because of higher production costs or shortages. And Shadowban I thought was on last year, might have been, but Merriam-Webster added Shadowban this year to cause a user or their content to be hidden from some or all other users on a platform, usually without the user's knowledge. Okay, so Elon Musk is a big fan of shadow banning.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, question number 4. I've already lost track of the score, but I think that Linda Sue is losing. 1 point for Linda Sue, 2 points for Amanda, 2 points for Chris. Here we go. Things are going pretty well for Chris until 2 burglars target his home. But Chris sets a bunch of I was going to say booby traps, but the copy I have says booty traps. I want to tell you, it is booby traps. That is not a slang word that was added to the dictionary. That was a sleep-deprived Megan Mack writing booty traps. Unless anybody want to take us, I don't think booty traps. Is
no.
it.
No.
No.
right.
No.
Chris-
No.
We're not gonna do that one today.
Nope.
Chris sets a bunch of booby traps, leading to a series of painful punishments for the bandits that take about 20 minutes of screen time. Anyone watching might have a few of those booby traps on their A, bet, B, For You page, C, bingo card, D, 41. Back to Chris Fanning.
They might have them on their bingo card.
Might have had him on the bingo card. Do you get the reference, by the way? Do you understand that we're referencing a movie with this story?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's a Wonderful Life.
I thought it was National Lampoons.
It might be Home Alone. Linda Sue.
I need him again. Sorry.
Okay. Anyone watching might have a few of those booby traps on their A, bet, B, For You page, C, bingo card, D, 41.
Okay. I think bingo card makes sense.
Okay.
So I'll go with that.
All right, Amanda.
But I can see Chris, who's gesturing otherwise.
I'm guessing the bingo card.
Uh,
But I could
What's
make an
the
argument
For
for you
Yeah,
page.
For you page. Yeah.
I could make an argument for you page.
Interestingly enough, we would be willing to take 2 answers, and that is For You page and bingo card. So
There you
I think Amanda
go.
gets a bonus point for recognizing that it could have been either or there.
I was going to say that.
Of course, you have a habit of saying that. Linda Sue likes to wait for Amanda to weigh in, and it's like, whatever Amanda said. Linda Sue's never copied off Chris. I just want you to know.
doing the sign language for B.
Chris was hinting.
Oh,
Chris
that's
was hinting
B.
at
I
us.
thought it was 4.
No, B.
Okay, no,
Beer,
I know. I know.
right? Beer?
I saw the 4 fingers and thought it was a for you page.
Oh.
Hand signal.
Oh, my goodness.
Worked on multiple levels.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's get Amanda, who had not even heard of the last one. Amanda, what is a bingo card?
The bingo card is this imaginary bingo card where you list random events that might happen over the course of a year, and then you're surprised when something even more random happens, and that wasn't on your bingo card.
Well said. OED says a set of possibilities governed by chance, especially a national list of events, utterances, etc., regarded as being probable or expected in a given context or situation, also in negative constructions with reference to unexpected events. Yeah, you really should work for these. You should be running these companies. So, because Chris wants to claim credit for the For You page as well, what's a For You page?
A For You page is on social media, curated by your searches, what you're looking at. Mostly, it can be cars or celebrities or cartoons or
The
anything.
Spotify year-end list.
Okay, I would
Wrapped,
say
yeah.
Spotify's okay with this, although we recently learned from Jimmy Highsmith and Sarah DeValier that we shouldn't be on Spotify. But anyway, this whole other conversation. But I am, to the extent that I'm ever on X anymore, which is almost never, the For You is a hall of mirrors terrible. I hate it. I hate whatever they've done with the For You stuff. Just switch it over to whatever you're following. I just find that awful.
I think of it Instagram.
Instagram.
the
My
main For You
is-
page.
Is it okay?
My For You page is cats and Pedro Pascal.
Which is great, right?
I want that on my bingo card.
It's well aligned with what I want.
Yeah, they know what you like. There you go. Okay, so Linda Sue, what does 41 mean? That was one of the possible answers here. What's 41? Do you know?
No, I have no idea.
No idea.
Okay, no. Amanda, do you know?
It's in the skibbity toilet realm of nonsense.
To me, it looks like 6-7. Merriam-Webster says it's a nonsense expression used by teens. So what's the difference between is it 41 or 41? I don't even know. Okay. Anyway.
I think somebody should know what the choices
I think
mean.
next year
Teenagers
we
love
need to
two
have-
numbers in a row.
I think next year we need to have a high school or college know with this.
Expand.
they
we do
cream
have an
us.
empty chair here.
That is
that-
actually a
I
great idea.
think that's the voice we're missing.
Yes. Yeah. Missing from the table.
More and more as we get older. Okay, Amanda, what does bet mean?
Bet
Bet.
is like
Black Entertainment
okay.
Television.
B-E-T. No, this is the lowercase B-E-T. The word is bet. Do you not know how bet is used here? If you were to say, come on, you're not going to host Connections every day of the next month, and I'd say bet. Am I doing that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Which would mean like dare me, like I bet I will.
Bet is
You wanna bet.
Bet
Wanna bet.
Yes,
Yeah.
but bet it said as
Like,
instead
I'm
of
in.
a you want to bet, it is a go ahead and bet on this, but I'm
right.
accurate.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna take the bet. I'm in. Like this is happening. Okay. All right. Is this the last question? Final question of the quiz. Number 5 coming up here. Amanda has taken a 1-point lead over Chris, and Linda is playing 2. Here we go. After a neighbor helps Chris serve the wet bandits, their just desserts, Chris returns to his quiet, empty house. He soon realizes that he misses his family, especially his mom, the lovely Karen Fanning. And in a true Christmas miracle, when he wakes up the next morning, the lovely Karen Fanning is home. She hugs him and she says,
Merry Christmas, Chris.
Wait, what?
he hugs her back and replies,
Merry Christmas, Mom.
yes! Did you not know your mother? Hello, the lovely Karen Fanning. Did we get you?
You got
We
me.
got you.
Oh my
For the first time ever, we get to hear the lovely Karen Fanning's voice. How are you, lovely Karen Fanning?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm great. This is a great show.
Chris, anything you want to say to your mom?
See you tonight.
Karen, what is it like being the star of every annual word show? I mean, it's got to be just delightful for you.
It is delightful. It's my one time of fame.
Yeah, it's when you get main character energy. I don't actually know if I even did that right.
I think that's right.
That one's a little closer.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know any of these phrases or expressions, Karen?
I could not. I'd be 0. I'd have a 0.
Now,
Or even minus.
I am going to say this to Karen before we let Karen go here. Karen is the least Karen of a Karen I've ever met, and that's a word that sometimes probably be considered here. Karen, what has it been like for you with the name Karen and seeing the zeitgeist pick up your name as a word?
I just don't even consider it. I just ignore it. It's nothing to me.
That's exactly right. It is.
Nothing
because
burger.
It's a nothing burger.
It's a nothing burger. There we go. That's a little throwback. Okay. So, Karen, thank you, by the way. I think we can let Karen go. That was a really nice surprise for Chris. We really got you, didn't we?
That was very nice. Yes. Yes.
We
Thank
got
you.
her. We got her.
Thank you, and Merry Christmas to all.
Merry Christmas to you, Karen Fanning, the lovely Karen Fanning. She's the best. Okay, here we go here. I'm going to read the question again this time, though, because you've probably all forgotten. So, after a neighbor helps Chris serve the wet bandits their just desserts, Chris returns to his quiet, empty house. He soon realizes that he misses his family, especially his mom, the lovely Karen Fanning, who we just heard. And in a true Christmas miracle, when he wakes up the next morning, the lovely Karen Fanning is home. She hugs him and says, Merry Christmas, Chris. And he hugs her back. And he replies, Merry Christmas, blank. Now, we're not going to use mom here. We're going to use either A, baddie, B, baby girl. Amanda's dying. C, bruz, and D, sigma. So,
None of those are things you should ever call your mother.
I agree with that here. Linda Sue Park, baddie, baby girl, bruz, or sigma?
Oh my God. Sigma? Because I don't know what it means.
Okay, all right.
I'm going with baddie because it's the least awkward out of all.
Oh no, Sigma is terrible, isn't it?
What do you got?
I'm going with baddie.
With baddie. All right. So let's eliminate a few here. I'm glad that nobody went with bruz, which Merriam-Webster says means bros or brothers.
Yeah.
How do you spell bruz?
It sounds like BRUZ.
B-R-U-Z-Z is how
ZZ,
Merriam-Webster
yeah.
spells it.
Oh,
I've
two
never
Zs.
seen it like that, but then again, I'm 46. So it's not bruz. And let's see if anybody can... This one surprised me a little bit. The definition, according to dictionary.com, of baby girl, all one word. All one word. What's baby girl?
Baby girl. It's a cute boy. You know, they're doing something cute. They're doing something lovely. And you say, hey, baby girl.
Hey, baby girl.
But
Hey,
it's,
baby girl.
But it's directed at...
Typically for men.
For men.
Unless it's someone who
Pedro
is an intimate
Pascal's
partner.
daughter in The Last of Us.
Goes by baby girl.
Yeah, his daughter, and then the...
Okay, so baby girl, dictionary.com says an attractive male, often a celebrity, who is admired for being cute, sensitive, vulnerable, or stylish.
Wow.
Baby girl. Okay. So no to baby girl. We would have accepted baddie or sigma. So let's start with sigma.
I get extra, but for being the only one.
Linda Sue Park. Sigma means what? What is sigma?
It's the letter of the Greek alphabet.
Now this is interesting because I coach enough kids who use this term that I hear it. And I could tell you how I think they use it, and then I would tell you how Merriam-Webster defines it. But I think sigma, to me, sounds like a new version of just an alpha, someone who's an alpha. Is that, what do you think, Amanda Chestnut?
I feel like it might be some kind of social ranking in that
Uh-huh.
alphabet category,
Yeah.
but not exactly sure what, other than I think I've heard it as a pejorative.
Oh.
I am not sure.
Okay. You don't know, Chris Fanning?
Not in my vernacular.
Merriam-Webster says sigma is a person who is coolly self-assured, independent, and driven.
Oh, interesting.
That's a sigma.
So an alpha would be more aggressive.
Yeah,
and
I guess
this is
so.
more...
It's better to be Sigma than Alpha.
A sigma's kind of cool, confident.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
You're right, though. We need this fourth seat filled. And a baddie. So Amanda went with baddie. Chris went with baddie. What's the definition, Chris, of a baddie?
You're probably like Sigma. You're cool. You're in. You're where it's at.
From bad,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really
From
old.
bad as good.
Yes, bad as good, which must be 20 years old.
Oh, at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bad as good. Michael Jackson's Bad was 1989 or 88.
Whoa.
So
Right.
we're going back more like 4 decades.
Yeah.
But how would you define baddie?
Baddie is I typically used for the feminine, and it is a level of coolness, but also I think implies a little bit of either aloofishness or kind of social ranking that is a bit above and beyond peers and equals.
Again, why? This is your calling, Amanda Chestnut. This is, a confident, stylish, and attractive kind of a high society woman. Baddie.
Said feminine.
So,
I think Taylor Swift. I think Beyonce. I think
okay. So is Karen Fanning a baddie? She's lovely.
she's lovely.
She's the family baddie.
She is the family
The
baddie.
family
Yes.
Yeah. Also, apparently a sigma, according to the judges. Now that we've gone through the 5-question quiz, listeners, how did you do? Megan Mack, producer, has the rankings. What do we got, Megan Mack?
Wait, I have a caveat. I want it on record that I said to everyone off air before we came on that I was going to do terribly this year because I have been off social media, which is where I usually learn the phrases that we go over here. So,
But how is your mental health being off social media?
way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you may not know
I'm
what
not
sigma
off
is.
completely, but I am off, way off from what I used to do.
It's a little freeing, isn't it? It's like for a long time you convince yourself like, well, either I have to respond to someone who's wrong on the internet, or someone tagged me in something and I've got to read and respond to this, or I've got to be upset that people are saying these ridiculous things. And then you realize you actually don't have to do any of those things.
It's just this huge mass of brain cells that is no longer occupied by those sorts of things.
Not only that, occupied with better things for you.
Yes, I hope.
I
One would
would
hope.
I would assume. I would assume. All right, the scoreboard, Megan.
Well, I have good news for you, Linda Sue, because if we give you the point you awarded yourself, you're tied with Chris at 4.
Let's give it. That's
And
good.
Amanda has 5. Amanda has 5 with her bonus point.
There it is.
All right, Amanda
Very
Chestnut
close.
is the winner at 5 points out of 5. But really, it would have been 6 out of 5 if you didn't miss one. But that is very well done, and it's about time that they won one of these things because I don't think you won last year. I think maybe you did because Chris has never won. Have you?
Never won?
I feel like I've won.
I feel like did you win last year?
I think I
I
would.
feel like I
remember that.
didn't win last year.
Is there
Okay.
no? Is
We
there
need
no,
to
are
check
there
the
not
record.
stats on this?
Yeah.
No,
I think every year we
As
say,
important as
and
this
we'll write
is-
this down.
I don't think there's like a Reddit thread that's keeping this going here. No, Chris, I think I'd remember if you've ever won, and I don't think you ever have. I don't think you have.
You know who would know?
All of Chris's wins
You know
have
who
now
would
been
know?
expunged from the record.
Karen would know.
My mother.
Karen would
probably
know whether or
know.
not you
Yes,
had
that's
Actually, she
true.
would just say, "You're always a winner, honey," because she loves you so much.
Baddie.
Yeah. All right. Let's take our only break. We're going to come back. There were a few definitions and terms that we did not get to, and we're going to continue to unofficially quiz our contestants, quiz the audience. We're talking about new words and phrases in the dictionary. If your head is spinning, so is mine. But we're having a lot of fun with Chris Fanning, Linda Sue Park, and the champion Amanda Chestnut. We'll come right back.
Support for your public radio station comes from our members and from Mary Cariola Center, proud supporter of Connections with Evan Dawson, believing an informed and engaged community is a connected one. marycariola.org. And Excellus Blue Cross Blue Shield, working with members to find health coverage for every stage of life, helping to make care and coverage more accessible in more ways for more people across the Rochester community. Details online at excellusbcbs.com.
Oh, we unofficially continue the game. The game is always fun because it's fun for us to see how out of touch we are with the new words and phrases. But some of what I'm going to read in this extended list that is in either Cambridge, Merriam-Webster, Dictionary.com, some of these I think are going to be around for a long time as tech changes and norms change. So we're going to go down the list here, and I'm just going to go around the table. Again, listeners, kind of play along, see if you know what these mean. Chris Fanning, what does agentic mean?
I know I looked this up too.
Agentic. It's an adjective.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does it reference? Do you know?
No, I'm not pulling it.
Linda, Amanda?
Agentic sounds like A is anti-gent is masculine gender. Agentic.
Oh, you're going
something
straight to the
with-
roots. No, this is AI related.
Oh.
AI related. So if you hear about something being agentic, what it means is an AI agent. My personal preference for society is that we don't start to anthropomorphize AI, and we don't use hims and hers for it, even when these chatbots are telling you their name and their identity. You see AI actors, you see all this stuff. I think we should not anthropomorphize. I don't think that's a healthy trend, although I'm going to lose probably that battle. However, agentic refers to an AI agent, and an agent is able to accomplish results with autonomy, used especially in reference to AI. That's from Merriam-Webster. And it is, so if you are working on a flight cancellation and you're typing to quote unquote somebody, and you go, wait a second, are you a human being? And they say, no, but I'm here to help you. You're talking to agentic AI. And agentic is designed to accomplish tasks, and you're going to encounter it in a lot of different ways that's out there. So,
Okay.
I feel like there's a better word for
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
That's not a bit,
that's
I
too
feel
far
like-
off the
yeah.
mark for
Yeah,
me.
that
yeah,
doesn't-
I'm with you there. I'm not a big fan of that, but that's becoming much more common. Okay, here's a phrase. Linda Sue, ate and left no crumbs.
No, it's not what it sounds like.
It refers to the act of eating food and not leaving any crumbs. No, it doesn't. No? Nothing there?
no.
Amanda Chestnut, ate and left no crumbs.
To eat and leave no crumbs is to do something of significance, typically in conversation, but also could be some kind of performative thing like wearing an outfit. To eat and leave no crumbs is to not only do that thing so well, but you have done it so well that there is none left behind for somebody else to do after you.
Oh, so it's like chef's kiss.
Yep.
Okay.
The best.
To eat and leave no crumbs. Is that a phrase that you hear with some frequency?
No, it's what she just did.
She
Yes.
So Amanda nails that. So that was eating and leaving no crumbs. But is this something that you do encounter? Is that a phrase? Because Linda Sue, you've not encountered that phrase. Have you?
I have not heard it, but I read it.
Okay, so so you've seen it. Okay, and you were right away. You were.
Oh,
familiar
yeah.
with it. Okay, that's not one.
She
of the...
ate. She ate it.
Okay.
You don't say the crumbs part though?
No.
Oh, okay.
Out
that
loud,
one I would
out
say
loud,
you read more, but
Out loud, yes. To say that someone ate, yeah. Oh, they ate. Yeah,
Yeah.
They killed it. They nailed it. But to also leave no crumbs, that's an online statement.
yeah.
Okay. We got blep. That's funny. That is really funny. And I'm just trying to kind of go through it because I've got the whole new dictionary here. Burnt toast theory. Where is anybody saying that? How did that get in? Maybe
I
missing.
like it.
Yeah.
It's better than eating the frog.
Oh, I love Eat the Frog.
See, frogs are so gross.
Or Eat the Toad.
Could I please eat something slightly less unpleasant than a frog?
Do you know this, Linda?
No.
So it's like doing the thing that you're least looking forward to, just getting it out of the way first thing in the morning. That one work task, that email you have to send, that phone call you have to make.
And what's
Eat the
phrase?
toad.
Eat the
Eat the
toad.
Eat the
frog.
toad.
Eat
the frog.
eat
Eat
the
the
toad.
toad. Yeah.
Frog.
Yeah.
Get it done.
This is a great expression.
I love it.
Bite
yeah.
the bullet.
Yeah, same.
Although that's-
a little less violent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, preferred.
Preferred. Okay.
Eat the frog feels more like an action to me, whereas bite the bullet feels like a state of mind. But never mind.
Okay. No, that's interesting. Okay. I'm interested that I'm kind of dismayed that Merriam-Webster is now putting the word butthurt in the dictionary. Anybody?
I think that this is important because what it means versus how it is used.
Oh, interesting.
Actually, they're two like parallel definitions, but they're not quite the same. And I think that people often are off the mark on the interpretation.
Okay. Can you elaborate?
No. Because I know this one. I know I'm going to screw up the actual. Somebody else is going to have to give the actual definition of this one.
Let me
because
read.
I know I'm gonna
Let me
mess it
read
up.
what Merriam-Webster has for butthurt, which can be an adjective or a noun. Upset or offended in a way that seems over the top or silly.
So that is how it is most often used. But the actual, you know the actual definition on butthurt?
I mean, I can guess. I don't love it. I don't love it as a phrase in general, I think.
That's why I'm like amazed that this is
derogatory.
getting in Merriam-Webster's dictionary. I'm not a fan here. Okay. Anything you want to add there on that one, Amanda?
Let's come back to it because I'm going to do a little bit of looking
Okay.
because I feel like there's missing information on this one.
Okay. Merriam-Webster also puts clout in there, although we know what clout is, but clout with a slang sense. So what's the slang sense of clout? So it's a new definition for clout.
It's not to have clout. Is it a
What they
noun
have
or
is the slang sense of clout refers to attention, fame, popularity, and sometimes notoriety, especially the kind one may achieve on social media, whether by posting a controversial hot take or performing a stunt on video in the hope that it goes viral. So looking for clout seeking is what I hear.
Oh,
okay.
So I don't hear clout in that way. What I hear is clout chasers or clout seeking.
Yes,
Right?
that is new to me.
Usually the people who are doing what's the activity where you try to jump off a building and you usually get hurt?
Parkour.
Parkour. Isn't that what parkour is?
Yeah.
It's like you're jumping on weird stuff.
You're jumping off things. It's famous from The Office. You know, Michael Scott did it in one of the
I did not
openings
know
of The
that.
Office.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's like clout chasing is just trying to go viral for the sake of going viral.
Guess so.
Okay. There you go. We referenced this earlier. Megan Mack put Delulu in one of the. Delulu is what, Chris Fanning?
You're delusional. You're out of your mind.
Yeah, believing things that are not real believing things that are not real or true.
See, why
Usually,
didn't you ask me? I knew that one.
it's just a fun way to say like deluded.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because I like to give you the hard ones, not the obvious ones here. Anything to add there on the previous there, Amanda Chestnut?
So I'm very grateful to Merriam-Webster for giving me the words to articulate this, because I was thinking this, but I wasn't really sure how to say it out loud. The way you see butthurt often used is not just a pejorative calling somebody whiny, but it is frequently also used homophobically.
Yes.
It did not originate in reference to any sexual act. It originated in the 90s as a result of spanking children. So this is also not necessarily a word that we're going to be used.
Yeah,
We
like,
don't
why
like to
are we
talk
doing
about
this?
beating
Yeah, I
children
love it.
as much as we don't like to tease people about their bottoms, and
don't like
however they choose to use them. But
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that I was actually that is what I thought, but
But
was
to me,
not
like
entirely
there's
sure.
no good justification for it. I just don't like it. Okay.
Yep.
Yep,
And
don't like it.
evolutionarily, when I was little, which is a long before most of you were little, butt was a bad word. You couldn't say butt. You know, your mom would like be like, "That's you don't say butt," and now it's nothing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give you one that I think you can. Are you ready? Merriam-Webster also added goated. Goated, goated.
From greatest of all time.
Yeah, considered. So someone who's goated is considered to be the greatest of all time. Okay, there you go.
Thank you. I did know that one.
That wasn't even on there. I just made that up. No, actually, that's on there. That's on there.
It was on our quiz.
You know what's also in Merriam-Webster? The acronym IDGAF. Like, why do we need that?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh, that's
we
very
use it.
useful.
We use it.
But-
I use that one.
But we don't
Yeah.
like say it as a word, do we? Like we don't say like idgaf.
I don't say it as a word, but I will absolutely text
You
it.
type.
Yes,
You
but
type
does that
it.
need to be? Acronyms don't need to be in the dictionary, do they?
I think so.
They're being used if
Yeah,
they're in the.
yeah. It's a language tool worth defining,
Yeah.
especially because acronyms are often linguistically used in business.
And some of them become words, and of course I
jargon.
can't think of any right now, but
NGL.
they do. Yeah.
Not
yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay. There is one for gut pop that is on the list here. So anybody know what gut pop, how it's defined? This is from Cambridge Dictionary. Gut pop.
Are we talking about pop as in soda or pop as in explode?
Well, you tell me.
I'm guessing it's explode. Something that doesn't agree with you, maybe.
Cambridge in England, they don't say pop for soda.
Oh. See, we need this. We need this information.
Oh, God.
That actually didn't help. It is based on about a fizzy drink. So
Everybody out.
so Cambridge,
Just me.
Cambridge defines gut pop as a fizzy drink that helps good bacteria grow in your body and may keep you
Probiotic.
healthy.
Oh, it's like a probiotic soda.
Kombucha.
A probiotic.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
gut
Yeah.
pop.
Oh, yeah, we like those.
Gut pop.
Gut
I
pop.
instantly went to a
Explode,
negative,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Then there's stuff down here that I really thought is outdated. Like it's getting in now. I'm surprised. Like dictionary.com's got Nepo baby in there this year.
Okay.
I think we all know what a Nepo baby is, right? Okay.
At least a couple years old.
Yeah.
isn't it?
To me, I thought that was obvious. Merriam-Webster's got Riz in there this year.
Oh,
we had
Riz was last year.
Riz was last year or the
last
year
year.
before.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure
think
about that.
you were using it a lot in the episode, and we had some good laughs.
Yeah. Merriam-Webster has simp this year. I don't know about
Oh,
simp.
simp is old.
Sim.
That's what I thought. So what is simp, Amanda?
Simp, short for simpering, is often used as pejorative towards a masculine person, although it can be used towards feminine as well. To be a simp is to be someone who has their life generally impaired by their need to give affection towards another person.
Pretty much perfect. That's outstanding. So why in the world? See, Skibbity is in there in Cambridge this year. I think we did Skibbity last year, which means what?
What's Skibbity
I
last?
don't
No,
think
no,
so.
No, maybe
I
we
think
didn't.
that- I
Okay,
think
so
that's,
Skibbity.
yeah,
All right,
this
new.
year.
All right, what's Skibbity, Linda Supar?
I don't know.
Okay, Chris
It's got
Fannin?
to do with that toilet thing.
Yeah, it's a nonsense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
right?
a nonsense
all
in what way?
encompassing.
Skibbity
I guess it can.
can be used all-encompassingly, but it is also often used as a dismissive pejorative.
Yes, so it's either that and it's often that, but apparently Cambridge says it can also have different meanings such as cool or bad. So you're right. It's got this wide range, but when you hear somebody talks about like, I can't believe I have the same skibbity lunch every day.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think of skibbity doo dah.
Yeah. Okay, does anybody know what skip lagging is? Skip lagging.
Are you lacking enthusiasm?
Lagging or lacking?
Lag.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Skip
it's when
lagging.
your television lags and it makes you skip part of the program?
Yeah, but people don't watch television anymore.
See, I thought it was a streaming word
Yeah,
as
a
well.
streaming thing.
It's not. This is, according to dictionary.com, the practice of purchasing an air ticket for a flight with a layover at one's true destination, getting off at the layover point, and skipping the last leg
Yes.
of the flight, a workaround to avoid paying a higher fare for a direct flight to one's destination.
Yeah.
Skip lagging.
I've heard of that
Yes,
practice. I had not
have
heard
the
of
I didn't know it had a
practice. Yeah, I
name.
didn't know the
So
term.
instead of jet lag, it's skip lag. So I feel like layover. If layover was in there somehow,
Yeah.
that would make
Yeah. To me, that's a strange way of describing what the practice is. I'm also amazed that the Oxford English Dictionary in the year 2025 is putting in PMSing.
What?
Oh, so here
Very
is another.
interesting.
There is an acronym that we use
Yes.
as a whole word in
all
our
right,
everyday.
you
Yes.
made your point.
I never say I am premenstrual syndroming. I will say I am PMSing. So there is
Okay.
that is a use of an everyday acronym that we say out loud instead of saying the whole word out loud, and they're just putting the acronym in.
But in 2025, we're putting that in there? Like,
It is women's health.
no, I thought that
Of
was
course.
in there decades ago.
Of
Actually
course we're-
acknowledging it. Wow.
Of course, we're acknowledging women's health belatedly.
But I think it would have been in
Him
there.
and Amanda.
It would have been in there as a noun, but not the way people are using it now, which is like as a verb. So,
Yeah, I hear that. Amanda's got me dead to rights. And I'm pretty sure we had no cap last year, didn't we, guys?
Yes.
No cap.
I feel like
Cap was last
Cap
year.
was
Yeah,
last year.
no cap is a slang meaning genuinely, truthfully, like
No cap.
no doubt, no cap. Okay.
no filter.
What is Linda Sue Park? What is a trad wife?
A trad what? TRAD.
Yep, a trad wife. Cambridge put trad wife in there this year.
Just a normal wife, a traditional wife.
That is the essentially. I mean that's it. What is it? What connotation does that give, Amanda? A trad wife.
Oh, so yeah. So if we're talking about, there's a lot embedded in trad wife culture, and so it depends on what perspective you're looking for. If you're looking at trad wife culture from an academic perspective, it's really important to understand how Mormonism functions, and how in Mormon households women are not. It is not desirable for women to have income outside of the house. So a lot of trad wife content is generated by women who are unable to work outside of the house and instead are generating content for the purpose of working inside of the house, which winds up framing a non-work role, a lifestyle as it frames this lifestyle as something that's achievable and obtainable, when in actuality it's not a lifestyle, it's a job for many of these people. So there is looking at trad wife culture, there is a lot of people around generally who behave in and engage in trad wife behavior. I make loaves of bread. I tried to make jelly. It didn't go well. But I know how to sew. I can cook and clean. And I would not receive a trad wife label because, let's put an asterisk on this, a lot of the trad wife movement, because it has become so closely linked to cultural conservatism, conservatism has also generated a huge undertone of racial bias as well in trad wife, quote unquote, culture. Which has all very little to do with actually traditionally being a housewife.
Which is why this whole thing could be its own other show on its own. But I think Cambridge's definition is a little too narrow. It just says a married woman, especially one who posts on social media, who stays at home doing cooking, cleaning, etc., and has children that she takes care of. Trad wife is short for traditional wife. I think it just doesn't do justice to the complexity of what we're talking about.
That is a great surface level definition, but as a contemporary definition of how the word is actually being used, I think it misses the mark.
Chris Fanning, what is unk? Merriam-Webster has unk, U-N-C.
It's your uncle.
Well,
Unk.
How's it used?
Well, I say like, hey, unk.
I think
but
it's
would you
somebody
say-
who's not an actual uncle, but
Yes.
gets that honorific.
Oh, okay.
Unk is the honorific. Yes.
But
But it's not honorable.
it
You're old.
It
connotes
dep-
age.
You're old.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a way
it
of saying
depends on who's using it.
Feeling unk right now.
In the Black community, to refer to somebody as as your uncle, would be a sign of
Respect?
deference and respect.
respect.
Yes.
Generally speaking, what Miriam's is saying is you can use unk to kind of wink at somebody for being older than you. Like, sorry, I didn't catch your reference there, unk. You know, like
It's short of calling someone a boomer, but it is a honorific reserved for people who are older. It is hard to land uncle as an honorific if you're young.
oh my gosh,
That is
it is
very rare.
It's closing time. Wow, what an hour we've had. Amanda Chestnut, Chris Fanning, Linda Sue Park. Thank you very much, everyone. That was a lot of fun. As
Always
always.
is.
And
Yes.
special thanks to the lovely Karen Fanning for
Always.
popping in here as well. The star of the show. Really, really great. Thank
And
you,
the
Chris.
lovely
Thank
Megan
you.
Mack.
Yes.
Linda
yes.
Sue,
We're
great to
putting this
see you.
together.
And the
Likewise.
champion, Amanda. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate that. From all of us at Connections, thanks for playing along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We're back with you tomorrow on member-supported public media.
Of WXXI Public Radio. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of this station, its staff, management, or underwriters. The broadcast is meant for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or use in another medium without expressed written consent of WXXI is strictly prohibited. Connections with Evan Dawson is available as a podcast. Just click on the Connections link at WXXInews.org.